Healing is not just a process, okay? It is a journey. It is the deepest exploration of ourselves, and it's really about releasing something that at one point defined us, something that we identified ourselves with. So it's not easy. It is a journey of really facing some painful things that you went through in your life, some frightening things that you went through in your life, and letting go of all of that to become someone new. Today we're going to be talking about the healing process and why it can be so challenging, but also what steps we can take to move forward and really live our best life, because what is all this for but to live our best life? First and foremost, I want to say thank you to my first 100 subscribers. I'm not going to lie, y'all, I was hyped when I seen that 100 people will subscribe to my channel. This is a milestone for me. I'm so grateful for you guys. I feel like I have my own little tribe here. If you're a subscriber, tell me a little something about yourself in the comments. I don't care what it is. If you like, pickles and peanut butter, if you got one big toe that's oddly shaped, I don't care. Just let me know about yourself. And if you're not subscribed yet, then hit that button, okay? Why wouldn't you? We're elevating over here. Okay, so now let's get back into our healing bag. We have to understand what may be keeping us from completely healing, or why we're getting those blockages from completely healing. These are some of the things that I realized about myself along my healing journey, and trust me, I am still on the healing journey, okay? I honestly, if you ask me, I feel like the healing journey never ends, okay? You're always constantly having to reassess and reevaluate yourself and grow. Healing is really just another form of growth. So it is a lifelong journey, but it gets better the more that you know and the more that you're aware. Okay, so one of the things that I realized about myself that I was doing that was low-key hindering my healing process was I was still trying to protect myself. It is 100% natural to experience something painful and never want to experience it again. You will do anything to not experience it again. But when you're hyper focused on it and you're trying to prevent it and avoid it from happening again, you're allowing that past experience control you. You're living your life around that fear, and that can be very restricting. Okay, first, I'm sorry it's so windy and I chose to record at the park. I don't know why, but it's windy, so I'm sorry if you hear a lot of wishing, washing. We put up these defensive, protective walls to prevent things from harming us and things from hurting us again, and we don't really notice it, but it changes us. None of us were born angry at the world or feeling guilty or blaming someone. We were born as pure positive beings, just no resistance, no fear, no real inhibitions as to what we look like, what we don't look like, all of that. There's people that were once upon a time happy, joyful, free-flowing people, and then they experienced something that hurt them, and then they experience something that has made them, pessimistic and guarded, and I'm gonna say the B word, bitter. But really at the root of it is fear of being vulnerable. The second reason why it may be challenging to overcome your past traumas is because you are afraid of the future. Clinging on to the past is easier to do because it's familiar. You know what happened, you know what to expect. The future, on the other hand, is unknown, and that can be very intimidating, especially when we're trying to protect ourselves from the past. As I mentioned in my last point, it kind of shows you where the conflict comes right then and there. You're trying to protect yourself on one hand, and then on the other hand, you can't even really focus too much on the future, or you don't have any high hopes for the future because you're trying to protect yourself from the past. So it's a losing battle when you are holding on to emotional trauma, or whether it's blame, guilt, whether it's a heartbreak, whether it was a physical injury, anything that you've gone through. For some of us, we haven't experienced any instant devastation or traumatic experiences, but over time we were told certain things that have hurt us, and now we hurt ourselves by constantly replaying it and thinking about it all the time. That's trauma, okay? And I will even say sometimes those things are a little harder to get over because it's been a progression for so long over time that it sticks to you. You've been living with it for so long. So that is another reason why it can be hard to heal, is because you're afraid of the future. The third reason might be because of lack of forgiveness. Some of us got them grudges in a chokehold. Somebody hurt you, somebody betrayed you, and it's just like, like I could never forgive. Get it. I get it. But it hurts you more than it hurts the other person. And really, sometimes it's not about forgiving the other person. Sometimes it's really more so forgiving yourself, because I can definitely say, like, from past heartbreaks, part of it was me like not forgiving the other person, but also not forgiving myself for even putting myself in that position, for allowing myself to be treated a certain way. So it's like you have to forgive yourself and you have to forgive the other person for whatever they've done. Holding on to grudges keeps you living in the past. I know it's not the easiest thing to do, but you have to forgive in order to release yourself from that past experience. You cannot move forward freely while holding on to blame, guilt, and betrayal, okay? You can take a few steps forward, but just like a dog on a leash, you're going to be yanked right back. Another reason may be you're just too outcome focused. And a lot of times when we're ready to heal, or when we feel like we're ready to heal, we want to have a reason to heal. Whether it's, once I heal, I'll get in a better relationship. Once I heal, then this person will start talking to me again. Once I heal, then I'll look like this, or I'll be like that. And not saying that it's a bad thing to have a purpose for healing, but again, like I said in the beginning, healing is a lifelong journey, okay? You may get to a point where you've healed from one thing and now you have to heal from something else. So it's better to go into it with the mindset of, I am embarking on a journey that is going to continuously nurture myself, okay? This is a nurturing process. It is a growing process. Like I said, it's more so about just getting more awareness. It's not about erasing your past. It's not about becoming this perfect person that has no troubles in the world or doesn't have to, face negative things anymore. It's about getting yourself to a place of awareness where things can happen, but it doesn't destroy you. It doesn't break you. You know how to look at things from a different perspective. You know how to look at things that are not going your way as, okay, this isn't going my way, but there's a better way. There is something else that I have to look forward to. So I would say don't focus so much on the outcomes. Focus on the journey, because like they say, okay, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Okay, so now that I done exposed our issues, let me leave you guys with something that you guys can, really apply and hopefully help with your healing journey. Embrace the present, try to be presently focused as much as possible. Don't even try to think too much about what the future is going to look like. Think about your now, think about the things that you have to be grateful for right now. Think about the things that, you've progressed through that you're proud of. Think about the things and the qualities that you love about yourself. The more that you think about those things, the more you attract those experiences that are alike. So definitely practice being present. Second thing I recommend is find your tribe, okay? You have to talk to somebody. You know, it's easy for us to go into our shells and want to isolate, and I am guilty of this. You know, this is something that I still work on. But you have to be able to talk to the people that you trust and the people that you can relate to, whether it's your family, your friends, your therapist, whoever. But I promise you, talking to someone and releasing those traumas, releasing your feelings will help. It will relieve a lot of the pressure that you're putting on yourself about, you know, what you should have done, what you could have done, what you didn't do. You know, sometimes it's good to hear it from somebody else, to have that perspective of, you know, you're doing the best that you can and you're doing a great job. The third thing is have compassion, okay? Have compassion for yourself, but also have compassion for other people and even the ones that have hurt you, okay? Because I know for me, when I'm able to think of another person and just have compassion for them, sometimes even take myself out of my shoes and put it in theirs, that really helps with just feeling better overall with my situation or the things that I've dealt with in the past. Like, you know, this person wasn't perfect. You know, I'm not perfect. This person was going through it with their family. Like, I couldn't imagine going through what they were going through. So it's really about having compassion and having love and getting to that place where you can, that's all you feel is just love. Like, nothing else really matters. Everything else seems so small compared to that feeling of, wow, I'm at peace and I love myself. I'm happy with myself. And again, just set realistic expectations for yourself. Like I said, healing is not a process, it is a journey. It's something that you are going to continuously go through. That is part of the human experience, but it's a beautiful experience. Thank you so much for watching this video. If something resonated with you, go ahead and like the video and share it with someone that might find it helpful. Again, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that bell, okay? Because we're doing a lot of work over here. We're healing, we're elevating, and we're becoming better versions of ourselves, because that's what life is about. It's about growing, it's about elevating, it's about getting to that blissful place, whatever that is for you. Anyways, live in love, live in light, and we'll chat on the next one.